It's incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw is Stafford. And the pressure gets to him. Stafford is sacked. Alec Ogletree drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. So we've reached halftime here. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Bears offense set to go to begin the 3rd quarter. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they get the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Montgomery. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing, Dalton. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the 1st down. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Matt Nagy has made the decision. They're going to go for it here. Now Dalton. Buying time, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And that will force a turnover on downs. The D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz, and in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that 4th down.
Another carry for Michel on 2nd down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. From the gun, they run with Michel. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Here's Johnny Hacker now. He's been terrific so far. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
Dalton operating in the red zone now. That's complete to Mooney. 7 yards the pickup there.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And the second wave of him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. Boy, the pursuit there, terrific from the linebacking core.
Oh, it certainly was, because so many times on an option play, you'll see a linebacker make a beeline for the quarterback and then zip, one cut, and he's grasping at air. But this time,
oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford, and he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. A gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Stafford. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for L.A. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Now it's Bird on the return. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. 2nd and 7. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. To throw again on 2nd down, Dalton. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he will have the Bears' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track.
well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And it'll be Dalton again. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in. Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
The throw over the middle taken in. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 19. A gain there of 21 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, You don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Leonard Floyd gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A.
Leonard Floyd was the number 9 overall pick in 2015 by the Chicago Bears out of the University of Georgia. Spent 4 seasons with Chicago, but had his best year yet with the Los Angeles Rams in 2020. A career high, 10.5 sacks.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he'll be brought to the line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Dalton sets up play action. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Leonard Floyd able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Back now on EA Sports as the kick teams are out here following the 2-minute warning. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. This one to the left to Higbee.
Tyler Higbee just keeps getting better and better as a receiver and makes a nice grab there for a 1st down. In his 6th season now, all of the Rams, 6'6", 255. And we saw Matthew Stafford like working with T.J. Hockenson the last couple of years. He's going to love working with Tyler Higbee. And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL than just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there. Couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. 3rd and long. It's Stafford. That's out to his running back, Michel. And he is going to be brought down. And now making matters more dire, this is going to be 4th down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Oh, passing it. Dalton. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that's caught inside the 30. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well.